Hello everybody, and welcome to this, a new recording session of the video game Norco. I am your host, Bear Arms and Fire, and I have bad news for everybody. I recorded an hour and 30 minutes of gameplay footage of what would be the next steps for us in our Norco game, only to have the audio recording completely bug out and not actually record. I have weighed my options of doing like a post commentary of the footage that I captured. Got through quite a bit of the current act that we are in, which turns out is a very long act. I thought of doing that, and I've decided against it. So what we're going to do is when I hit continue right now, you can see we have our old save file. This is the new save file that I did. Well, it's an auto save. So this is where, if I hit continue here, it would pick up an hour and 30 minutes into the future. We're not doing that. We are picking up where we left off in the previous episode. I am going to be playing through all of this again. And I'm going to be checking my audio frequently. We're still going, I just checked. To make sure that it's still going. Because I really love this project. I really love this video game. I hope you enjoy the voices that I do, because they do... As silly as they are, and as little effort as I'm putting in, it does take quite a lot out of me to do the voices. It just is what it is. But I will probably be doing less hour and 30-minute sessions of going forward, and more maybe 30-minute segment bites, so that this doesn't happen again. So, I just wanted to say that at the top. Apologies for any inconvenience it may have caused you guys. Wait, there's no inconvenience, you guys. I apologize for me. I apologize to me that this happened to myself. But that's all in the past. We are on the hunt for 3 sacred shapes. The Apocryphon, if you will, of Kinderjohn. We are on the hunt for those. And that has led us to here, St. Somewheres. You can read the sign right here. St. Somewheres. Once a modest neighborhood bar, it has moved through a succession of subcultural clientele over the past decade. First came the squatters, who took up residence in nearby homes damaged by hurricanes or simple neglect. The squatters attracted the punks brought the hipsters, and so on. It now exists in a subcultural estuary, only one change of ownership away from becoming an upscale wine bar. We've got... So, Dumpy Dog customer, the guy who we sold a hot dog to, or made eat a bad hot dog. Ugh, my stomach still doesn't feel right. So last time we listened to his whole story, remember? And we've got this small group. A small group gossips conspiratorially. The music spilling from inside drowns out all but the vaguest details. A love triangle, too much whiskey, someone kicked in the wall in a fit of rage. We can go inside, and last time I just talked to this guy first. We'll look at him. The man working the door tunes out the cacophony while scrolling through cooking recipes on his phone. But I didn't try to walk in. Let's just try to walk in this time. Okay, we're looking for another one of these virtual sculptures. I doubt it'd be in there. Gotta give my voice some time to warm up. So we have to talk to the door guy. No cover tonight. Just checking IDs. We're looking for a sculpture. We're looking for one of Kinderjohn's sculptures. That ring a bell? You talking about the douche whose little gang keeps calling the cops on me? Presumably, yes. You don't look like one of those mall Nazis. What's this about? I'm an academic. I'm conducting research on this Garrett phenomenon for an anthropology journal. No kidding, so you have visited their secret lair or whatever? They took over the old Promenade Mall. Some of us tried sneaking in there, but they've got the spot locked down. Anyhow, here's what I know. They've got some game they play on their phone. They stick these devices around town like Easter eggs. They find the devices, scan them with their phones, something like that, not sure of the details. They hid one right outside the bar, so we had the little mall Nazis coming by every night to find it. But then last night, Ditchman came and grabbed it. Ditchman? Who's Ditchman? He lives over by the mall. He's usually hanging around the ditches feeding the ducks. I don't know the guy, but Bell vouches for him, so he must be alright. Sounds like we're heading back to the mall. What's happening tonight? What's going on inside? It's a bounce night. Bounce night? Yeah. Crowd seems... Catherine glances around and then to Dallas. Different than I'd expect. What are you looking at me for? Just... don't you agree? What, bunch of white kids shaking their ass to bounce, so I'm supposed to give a shit? I didn't mean anything by it. All I listen to is Christmas music. Christmas music? That's it. That's the only thing I listen to. Seriously? Oh, don't even start. Over here having bounce night for a bunch of white kids. So now it's a problem all of a sudden? Because all you listen to is Christmas music? Yeah, now it's a problem. That's right. Where are you from, Stinky? Minneapolis. Enough said. Christmas music. Just kinda creepy. That's all you listen to. Creepy? I'm gonna listen to you about what's creepy? Whoa, 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 boys. Christmas music is cozy. Helps me relax. That's cool, man. That's fine. God damn. Why does John's gang call the cops on you? So why does John's gang keep calling the cops on you? I don't know. They try to get every show I book shut down. Maybe because they have nothing better to do? This guy's from Minneapolis. I shouldn't do like a lilt to his voice. Why is Ditchman come around here? If this Ditchman lives all the way out in Kenner, why is he coming around here for? He buys stuff off of Bell. What kind of stuff? The man glances down at Catherine's shoes. Why do you care? I'm just looking for a way into the mall. I'll say this, Ditchman gets stuff from here. He takes it to the mall. I think he's selling it to those little Nazis. You tried sneaking into the mall? What stopped you from getting into the mall? First we tried lifting the entrance gates. They're all locked tight. They even fenced the banks off the canal, so you'd need a boat to get past them. We're thinking of going back with a couple kayaks sometime. How about tonight? Nah, this will be going to at least 2, and I've got a shift in the morning. Alright, so we've gathered the intel on him. Does Dallas have anything to say? No. I mean, we can ask him where the second sculpture is, but we know Ditchman grabbed it, so we gotta go back to the mall. So we go to our ride share. And so in my previous playthrough, full transparency, I took a stop in downtown to see if there was anything new. I'm going to do that again now, because there was a little bit of new information here from this sleepless person. A woman with an exhausted expression sits on a bucket with a forgotten cigarette in her fingers. Are you one of those nerds that come around here to play with puppets? I am not. No, not my scene. Good. We're back here trying to live a quiet life. These people with their haircuts, they come around, we're here playing with puppets, making a big production. Then the cops show up and give us a hard time. I got chased away from my last spot. I'm not trying to deal with that again. Where was your last spot? Where were you before you ended up here? The mall in Kenner. I was one of the first after they condemned the building. A man lived in the closet. He was strange, but he kept to himself. No one bothered me in that place until the boys showed up. They chased us out, threatened to report us. Little bastards. That guy John, their leader, he should die. I hope the closet man lives up to his word and kills him. So we learn that there's a man who lives in the closet at the mall. That's the only information we gleaned there. But now we can go back to the mall. And we'll go to the drainage canal. You can see the electronic device here. A small plastic device lies on the bank of the drainage canal. Under the canal, the downpour finds its way into the drainage canal, its water level slowly rising. So there's nothing to do here except for to take out the app, and we find immediately the second symbol. And let me get back into the voice for the Apocryphon. Second reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. Leave the hospital and discover faith, that immaterial essence. Pray, Garrett. Pray in the closet during the football games. Post prayers to the show forums just to fuck with the scum. That's how the Garretts will find you. One's named Garrett, so they're all named Garrett. Some kind of joke. Doesn't matter. You're Garrett too. 25 Garretts in all. Garrett worked in the basement below the console chambers. Said they had a closet full of old computers. Garrett plugged one in, used it as a server. That's how Garrett hosted sermons in the sky. He projected videos of a guy he found online. Said he grew up in Kenner, just like Garrett. Garrett began watching him too, and told the other Garretts to subscribe. Soon all the Garretts were watching Kenner John. John summoned his flock to the ziggurat of Promenade Mall, and taught them about Christ's hidden nature and other secrets of faith. He spoke of these things on the server beneath the console chambers as he did above the concrete in the new sky. What the fuck is happening? Well, what do you think about Johnny? Don't you just hate him? A real fuck, isn't he? Can I help you? Catherine, it is I who will be helping you on this night. I knew you'd come to see me, waiting in the ditches. Waiting? No trouble there, child. Happy to do it. You need access to the mall? Here I am, delighted to assist. The man eyes the ring hanging from Catherine's neck. And even wear the stone of the Magdalene, just as she herself wore it. You are the image of her beauty. You. Why are you here? We were neighbors once upon a time. Don't you remember? I've only come to help, as neighbors do. Catherine shakes her head. What is this? It is my responsibility to guide you, and to watch over the children. I've been to see Kay. She is well. Excuse me? Can you tell me what this is about? It's about a boat. A boat that can get you into the mall. The Garretts, they favor me over John, that little shrimp, that sad little boy. I'll be your guide into the mall, the sanctum of the Garretts. Catherine turns to Dallas. This man, I think he's been following me? To help you! To help! I've always watched over you. But Blue, a good man, they say an asshole. He wouldn't let your papa near you. Well, here I am. I came to tell you, you needn't worry about Kay. Keep her name out of your mouth. Because she'll be home, perhaps too late for you, dying, they say, from becoming to being, the philosophers say. Where did you see my daughter? Walking through California like it were Galilee, her robes frayed, splendid, divine, a child of Christ. No, not getting in the ditch with this guy, fuck no. There's no one else in this place to help you. Do you see anyone else? Anyone who will help? I don't want your help. Don't want to be anywhere near you. Stay away from me and my family. Are we clear? I have all the time in the world, Catherine. Do you, dear? You do not. I am not here to frighten you. To harm you? Quite the opposite. Without my help, there will be no getting into this mall. Patience is a virtue of your papa. I am your only way in. Dallas leads Catherine from the canal. Let's go find this last sculpture. We don't need his help. I know him. The old man smiles and gives an enthusiastic wave as Dallas glances back toward the ditch. Sounds like a stalker. I just don't know. Seems like this parking lot is full of strange men who know your name. Am I missing something here? What, do you think I invited them? I don't know. Maybe? I'm just as confused as you are. Let's get out of there. So now we need a ride share. Wait. Talk to... How do you feel about Papa? How do you feel about this Papa character? Probably about how you would expect, like he's batshit. What's he pulling all that nonsense from? I don't know, I seem to attract these people. Thought you might be the type. This is conjecture, but my father loved him. He wasn't the most honest man to come out of South Louisiana. He used to spin all kinds of tall tales about our family's history. Had more than a few lost souls believe in him. Figure this guy's a part of Old Man Pete's living legacy. Dallas laughs. Alright, so all this stuff about the necklace? Not even getting into it. Hey, I get it. Alright. So, if you were paying close attention, you would have noticed that it mentions the City Chamber Commerce basement. And it mentioned it a few times, so we need to go downtown again. And go to the City Hall Chambers Commerce building. What am I trying to say? City Hall. Just go to City Hall. We don't need to say Chamber Commerce. So there's a figure in the window. Do you see that? A figure sits at a desk overlooking Duncan Plaza that evening with her knight. And he's about like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on like the 7th floor. That's interesting. The guard greets Catherine at the door. Welcome to New Orleans City Hall. No council sessions this evening. Building's closed. The Garretts sent us? The guard looks Dallas up and down. Nah. We're here because of Kenner John. I've let a lot of people pass through in the evenings, wanting to take a picture from the roof or whatever the hell. None of them look like you two. Following my gut here. Does the city know about this? So the city just lets these Garretts come in after their hours? I do what I'm told. You're looking for a reason, go somewhere else. We're serious. We're training to become Garretts. Why? We want Kenner John to notice us. You ever watched any of that man's videos? The guy's lost a few marbles along the way. They make sense to me. The guard shakes his head. This whole city lost its mind. Listen, there's some funny stuff that happens in this building at night. If you're thinking you can just walk up to the roof, it's not like that. And be careful getting around. One of the generators went dead. The elevator is out, so are the stairwell lights. Catherine enters the building. Alright, so we got in. That's all that matters. We'll do a quick audio check. We are good. So welcome to this section. We don't point and click around a setting. Instead, we point and click around a map. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure section. Because the lights are out, a generator is on, and the lights are out, we don't really get to bump around. And this is... It's going to introduce a puzzle that I've already solved, so I'm huge disclaimer. I am not a genius, and I had to work this out in my previous attempt. But I've already done that now, so it's going to look like I know the answer, because I do. Here we go. Ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell. A long, unmarked hallway extends to her left. The exit is at her back. So I'm going to do exactly what I did the first time. I'm going to go down the hallway. Catherine wanders the hallway until it terminates at the council chambers. The door is shut. The lobby is behind her. We try the door. The door to the council chambers is locked. To the lobby then. And then ahead is an elevator corridor with a stairwell along our marked hallway. It's the same thing. So we have to go to the elevators. Catherine enters the elevator corridor. The floor display above the elevator reads -- The stairwell is ahead. Let's press the elevator panel. The floor displayed above the elevator winks off before illuminating again. It reads -- Catherine waits a moment. Doesn't sound like an elevator's coming. The guard said the generator that powers this down. Let's keep moving. To the stairwell then. Catherine enters the pitch black stairwell. Now remember, the Apocryphon explicitly remembers the basement, so we're going to go down. Catherine descends the stairwell. A fading fluorescent bulb strobes in the hallway to her left. The stairwell is at her back. Let's go left. Catherine turns the corner and immediately meets the stare of a man squatted on the ground and the stuttering light of the hallway. This is a normal man. Speak. I wouldn't stick around too long. Why? What's that supposed to mean? The man's demeanor remains unchanged. He removes the receipt from his shirt pocket with a note scribbled on the back. He begins to read. On the 7th floor is a planner, but if you don't listen closely to the following, he'll hide. In the darkness are hands you must shake. Do so in the order I say. Any missteps in the elevator will clear the mistake. The first number in our sequence is the floor above the console chambers, third most distant from the sky. There are 11 floors should one count the basement. Our second number is equally low and high. And the third is just above it, fifth from the sky. He hands the receipt to Catherine. Good luck. So this is the puzzle, basically. We have to go up flights of stairs to different floors and shake hands in the dark. And I already have the sequence written down, so we're on the first floor. We go up one floor to the second floor, the floor directly above the chamber. We feel around. Catherine gropes in the sightless dark. She feels the distinct touch of another's hand. Startled, she gasps, withdrawing her own. What is it? Someone is in here. Dallas speaks into the darkness. Hello? The darkness is silent, but for the decaying echo of his voice. Reach out hand. Catherine reaches her hand toward the dark, and an unseen hand grabs firmly and shakes. Who's there? Silence. So, we've entered our first, you can see over here, we've entered our first digit. We now go up. We are on the 3rd floor. We go up. We're on the 4th floor. We go up once more to the 5th floor. The 5th floor is equally high and low if you count the basement as one of the floors. So we reach out our hand. Catherine reaches her hand out toward the dark, and an unseen hand grabs firmly and shakes. Then we go up once more to the 6th floor, which is 3rd from the sky, and we reach out our hand. Catherine reaches her hand out towards the dark, and an unseen hand grabs firmly and shakes. It begins to pull Catherine slowly towards the floor. She grabs Dallas, attempting to resist. Catherine? The hand jerks her violently to the floor. Dallas attempts to intercept the figure in the dark, but only meets the wall. Hey! He slaps the wall. Tell me who the fuck is there? His echo trails off into the extremities of the stairwell. As Catherine looks up on the ground, a light switches on high above them. Dallas, help me up, please. Dallas recovers Catherine from the floor, and she hangs her arm over her shoulder. You're not in any kind of condition to be doing this shit. I know it. I see a light. She gestures weakly. Up there. I'll carry you. No, it's fine. Just go. Let's just go find this planner, get to the roof, whatever it takes to be done here. So we go up. And now, a narrow thread of light shines from the doorway down the hall. Enter doorway. Catherine steps into the worn lamplight glow of the 7th floor office overlooking Duncan Plaza. Remember that figure in the window? This is that figure. A man sits at a desk facing the window. He looks back at Catherine, looks away. Office is closed. Working late? The planner looks at Catherine over his slouched shoulder. No later than usual. Keep listening. We're drafting a new master plan. Catherine nods and leans against the jamb of the door. It's been an ordeal. You may have seen about it on the news. Oh, whoa. What is this word? The antagonism in this city, my God, everybody wants something different. The planner looks away from Catherine. I want to keep listening. I'm the one they hate the most. The other planners are more interested, younger. They're passionate about the work. I'm old now. I watched them bulldoze the projects. I wanted them gone. You don't know what the wrong decision is until you make it. The road splits and you have to keep going. The highways, they have to go somewhere. The houses, they're going to flood sometime. As he speaks, he crouches into himself in an odd and anxious way. And no one wants to relocate. But the stubbornness of nature is unmatched. It drives the rest. In the end, it drives our decisions. It forces them, you see? I understand. Floods have made lots of decisions for me. Some will confront these decisions before others. This creates an imbalance. It creates the conditions for conflict. When we plan, we don't plan for a community. We plan for a city at war with itself. We decide the winners and the losers. As the stakes grow higher, the losers, they're gonna hate us. He returns his gaze across his shoulder and meets Catherine's eyes before looking away a final time. Gives me a fucking ulcer. I didn't listen to that before, so I am happy for the chances to read that dialogue. I'm trying to get to the roof. I was hoping I could get access to the roof. The planner turns in his chair. I see. Any chance you could help? You don't look like the other ones, I'll say that. Excuse me? Where's your shirt? The planner dismisses Catherine with a hand wave and points toward a coat rack near the door. Key card's hanging on the rack. He returns to his original posture, facing the window. Catherine grabs the key card. We leave! Catherine returns to the unlit stairwell. We just go up. That's floor 8. We go up. Floor 9. My dog is barking at something in the window. Now she's barking at me. Deadly! Okay, it was a mail person. Yeah, they left a package at the door. It's fine. They can be there. Alright, sorry for the interruption, folks. Alright, let's go up one more time. Catherine climbs to floor 10, the final level. She sighs heavily. This is killing me. An exit sign casts an obscure red glow over the area. Ahead is a steel door with panic bars. Mounted to the wall beside it is a magnetic card reader. This must lead to the roof. Let's try the door. Catherine scans the ID badge and pushes open the door. Exit to roof. Catherine steps through the door into the cool winter air above City Hall. I need to sit for a moment. Of course. Dallas gestures to a nearby air conditioning unit. Let's sit. Hey, the Superdome. We can see the device already there. Getting too old for this. Running around like this on my 49th birthday. What a life. Birthday? Today's your birthday? Today's my birthday. At least it's memorable. No question there. You alright? I'm fine, just needed to breathe for a minute. That was strange. Can never be normal with Super. Always gotta be some shit like this. So I keep doing it. I don't know. Dallas lifts his hand in resignation. There's not much else really. Not anymore. What would you rather be doing? What would you do if you could? What I'd like to do is be home with my daughter and my grandchild. Where's home? Holly Grove, right near the canal. They started staying with me a few months back. They liven up the place. Kids do that. You got any? A son and a daughter, 2 years apart. Still at home? My younger one, I can't get him out the house. But my daughter, she doesn't want anything to do with me. Thought maybe when I was diagnosed she'd come around, but she never did. Catherine looks towards the westbound traffic. No, she never did. Hurts to be dropped like that. Sometimes it hurts more than the more time. Sometimes it hurts worse the more time passes. I just know I won't see her before I die, and that, it does. It does hurt. It hurts, and then you die. The two of them laugh. It's not all bad. Just hope there's something on the other side. There is. I know there is. The ones I hurt and left behind, I'll see them again. I'll get to apologize. Amen. But let me ask you the same question you asked me. Why keep doing this? Not a lot of runners our age. Long story. This is my first time on the app, but things have been interesting for a while now. I tried to have a straight job once upon a time, but that didn't last too long. Yeah, why not? Let's just say I lied on my resume. Nearly everyone you met has a story like that in this line of work. Nothing special about me then. I wouldn't say that. The old man in the ditch thinks you're special. Let him think it. So you figured the last sculpture's around here somewhere? Said something about it being in the sky. Alright, so we can look at the upriver. Distant traffic glides across the Mississippi River along the Crescent City connection. We can see the Superdome. Silly Jimmy's Superdome. They changed it again? What was it before? Pearl Dish Soap Superdome? Hanson Burger Superdome? I don't know. I lost track. Which is really funny, because it was just the New Orleans Superdome for the longest time, and then finally they made like a deal with Mercedes. Then it was like the Mercedes-Benz Superdome for a while, and now I think it's the Caesar's Palace Superdome. So, pretty funny joke there. If we take out our scanner, we will find that there's no sculpture here. But like Catherine said, that's because it is up in the sky. So we'll take our scanner up again, and we'll look for the star. Oop, don't pass it up. Here we go. The third reading from the Apocryphon of Kenner John. New Orleans is a pit, and Garrett's stuck in it. New Orleans is the lowest world. A messenger visits John, tells him about the early faithful now living in the cavities of the Martian moons. Tells him there's a way to commune with them through the Adamic language of angels and spellcasters and others who know God's mind. There's a chrism, a fluid that John must imbibe. It's in an egg that floats in the sky. John is blessed with a plan to escape the low world's reach. The Garretts must build a spacefaring ark, a vessel with which to leave this earth. Having imbibed the chrism, John may ascend beyond the distortion of the low world and listen for the twilight language. Two Garretts work together at Stennis. John appoints them to oversee the task. They soon find other engineers sympathetic to their plan. The Garretts labor for 691 days, and in that time the ark is complete. All that remains is the egg which holds the chrism to know God's mind. So is that it? We found all three? Let's go execute them all. So, presumably, we navigate the maze to get out again. I didn't go back and check. The guard greets Catherine at the door. I can't let you in here. You keep coming in and out like this, I'm likely to get reprimanded. So, we're done. No change dialogue for the figure who we talked to. But we can now call a ride share. And look, we can stop in Hollygrove. We received a text message because we received some more quack. Basically, that's not the text messages. Oh, silly me. We get an advance on our payment because we're taking extra rides. Car flooded last summer when the pumping station went down. Ruined the transmission. City said they'd send me a check. Still waiting on it. Been borrowing my daughter's car in the meantime. Anything else we can look at? Love this house. It was my daddy's. But I'll be damned if it isn't cursed. Every time I get a little money in the bank, the place floods again. So this is just an optional scene we can go to see Dallas's family. A little early for a tree, isn't it? Never too early for Christmas. I love Christmas. Why you got the TV muted, buddy? Well, I'm studying. See? Moffigard's wide. Kid of the year. There's a present over here. That wasn't there this morning. Y'all save me any pizza? Austin tore through 2 boxes and he's still hungry. I'll pick something up when I knock off. It'll be morning by then. Then I'll bring bagels. Look at my grandchild always playing games. I don't mind long as he keeps the grades up. Alright, let's talk. It's the birthday boy! How is it over here, kiddo? Fine. Homework. Austin's sick. You sick, Austin? Yes, sir. Why all this, sir? His dad makes him say that now. What's he know about manners? So it's bad then? That he wants to teach my child respect? Dallas waves away the comment. I'm not sir, alright, Austin? I'm your pops. ... Yes, sir. Knew you were gonna say that. We got you a little something for your birthday. It's under the tree. Oh, come on, I told you. It's small, trust me. Well, let me go see what it is. So now we get to open the present. Would you look at this? A new tie. So he gets to wear a new tie. Well, what do you think? Austin picked it out. Austin, I love it, buddy. Mom said you needed a new tie. We got it at the dollar store. Pops doesn't need to know that, Austin. Oh. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. This is the best tie I've ever seen. Your Pops can't wait to show it off. Love you, little man. Love you, Pops. Now that's music to my ears. That's just a little scene here. The tie looks great on you, Dad. It's your style. And the first time I did it, I got an achievement for doing it. So it felt good to stop here. But that's all there is to do here. So if we go to our rideshare app, we'll go back to the Promenade Mall, and we'll go to the entrance, and the kids are gone. ... Where did they go? Those two little shits, where did they go? Hell. Why did we just waste our time? We have to get in here. Only one option comes to mind. The creep in the ditch? Afraid so. This night, I hate it. So we're seemingly backed into a corner, and we have to go back to Papa. The old man squats near the flooding ditch with an easy grin, his robe whipping in the wind. We need your boat. Oh! His face is pure glee. How wonderful! A boat ride into John's fucking skull. We'll live inside it. Calm down. Keep your distance. Lower your voice. We need the boat, not you. The mall. John's skull. The boat is just a little further down the canal. Let us go and visit the Sanctum of the Garrets. And we fade to black and switch back to K. And as promised, I'm going to be keeping these episodes shorter than before. Hold on, I'm in a second slot. So we're gonna call it here. We're gonna do this in parts so that I don't lose any audio or anything like that. The risks are minimal. So I hope you enjoyed this smaller part. In the future, I will try to basically go until the point of use shifts is kind of the plan going forward. So next time, look forward to the rest of this K section. And we're also gonna play it by ear a little bit. If like the section is too short or something, we can call an audible there. But that wraps up the next Catherine section of Act 2, which is, to remind you, called Refinery Eyes. Why is it called Refinery Eyes? I guess we might find out during this next part. But for now, I have been your host, Bear Arms and Fire. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough. Hope you don't mind the shorter episode lengths. It's just better all around for this type of thing, and for my voice. Hopefully, I lost my voice is another reason why the episode lengths are shorter, because this past Friday it hurt to talk. So so there. I'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, take care, be safe, and other words of going goodbye-ness. Goodbye.